History has seen very few empires that lasted for more than 6 centuries. Yet among them, one state stands out above the rest. It conquered 3 continents, struck fear across Europe, and changed the course of world history: the Ottoman Empire. How did a small Beylik become a global superpower? What secret allowed it to endure for centuries? And why did it ultimately collapse? This is the true history of the Ottoman Empire. Very few states in history survived for more than 6 centuries. One of them was the Ottoman Empire. At its height, its armies reached the gates of Europe and brought 3 continents under its rule. The very mention of the Ottoman sultans caused concern among European rulers. The conquest of Constantinople became one of the events that changed the course of world history. The Ottoman Empire was founded in 1299 by Osman Gazi in Asia Minor. At that time, Anatolia was divided among many small Turkish beyliks. Osman gradually strengthened his small state and began conquering neighboring territories. His descendants transformed this modest principality into a vast empire. The empire's true rise came in 1453. In that year, Sultan Mehmed I captured Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. The city, which had been considered unconquerable for more than 1,000 years, fell to the Ottoman army after only a 53-day siege. Following this victory, Constantinople became the new capital of the Ottoman state and was later renamed Istanbul. At the height of its power, the Ottoman Empire covered approximately 5.2 million square kilometers. It included present-day Turkey, Greece, Bulgaria, Serbia, parts of Romania, southern Hungary, North Macedonia, Albania, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Kosovo, Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, western Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, the coastal regions of Algeria, and many territories surrounding the Black Sea. Spanning 3 continents, the empire controlled the major trade routes connecting Europe, Asia, and Africa. By the middle of the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire had a population of around 35 million people. Turks, Arabs, Kurds, Greeks, Armenians, Slavic peoples, and dozens of other ethnic groups lived within its borders. The Ottoman administrations successfully governed these diverse peoples under a single state. The Ottoman army was one of the most powerful military forces of its time. During wartime, it could field between 600,000 and 800,000 soldiers. The most famous branch of the army was the Janissary Corps. Trained from childhood, the Janissaries were professional soldiers who served only the state. They were renowned for their strict discipline and were among the first armies to make widespread use of firearms. During the siege of Constantinople in 1453, the Ottoman army employed massive cannons. Some of these cannons weighed dozens of tons and were powerful enough to breach the city walls that had stood unconquered for nearly 1,000 years. This marked a turning point in the history of military technology. The Ottoman state was ruled by the Sultan, who served as the head of state, commander-in-chief of the army, and one of the most influential figures in the Islamic world. He was assisted in governing the empire by the Imperial Council, composed of viziers. The provinces were administered by beys and pashas. The Ottoman Empire operated under 2 parallel legal systems. The first was Islamic Sharia law, while the second consisted of state laws issued by the Sultan, known as the Canon. During the reign of Suleiman the Lawgiver, these laws were refined, bringing greater order to taxation, land administration, and the overall governance of the empire. Trade formed the backbone of the Ottoman economy. Because the empire controlled the principal routes connecting Europe and Asia, countless merchants passed through its territory. Agriculture, craftsmanship, shipbuilding, and weapons manufacturing also flourished. Cities such as Istanbul, Cairo, and Damascus became major international centers of commerce. Ottoman culture emerged from the fusion of Turkic, Islamic, and Byzantine civilizations. During this period, world-famous architectural masterpieces such as the Süleyman Mosque, the Selimiye Mosque, and the Blue Mosque were constructed. The works of the renowned architect Mimar Sinan continue to amaze visitors to this day. Ottoman calligraphy, miniature painting, music, and literature also reached remarkable levels of achievement. One of the empire's greatest rulers was Suleiman I, also known as Suleiman the Lawgiver. Under his reign, the Ottoman Empire reached the height of its political, military, and cultural power. In Europe, he became known as Suleiman the Magnificent. During his rule, the empire expanded its territories, strengthened its legal system, and witnessed extraordinary progress in science, culture, and the arts. However, beginning in the late 16th century, the Ottoman Empire gradually entered a period of decline. Europe experienced the Industrial Revolution, bringing rapid technological advancements that the Ottoman state struggled to match. At the same time, internal corruption, political power struggles, and nationalist uprisings further weakened the empire. The First World War became the Ottoman Empire's final war. Following its defeat, the empire was dismantled, and in 1922 the Ottoman Sultanate was officially abolished. In 1923, a new Republic of Turkey was established under the leadership of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. For more than 6 centuries, the Ottoman Empire left an enduring mark on world history. Its legal system, military organization, architecture, and cultural heritage continue to influence the modern world. The palaces and mosques of Istanbul, along with countless historical monuments across the Balkans and the Middle East, stand today as silent witnesses to the greatness of the empire. The history of the Ottoman Empire teaches us an important lesson. A great state does not survive through military strength alone. Its longevity also depends on just governance, a strong economy, and the advancement of knowledge. Yet no matter how powerful an empire may be, if it fails to adapt to the changing times, it will eventually fade from the stage of history. The Ottoman Empire is more than a story of the past, it is a timeless lesson. This state, which dominated much of the known world for over 6 centuries, reminds us of one fundamental truth. True strength lies not only in military power, but also in fair leadership, a prosperous economy, and education. However, any empire that refuses to evolve with the times, regardless of its power, will inevitably decline. That is why studying history is not only about understanding the past, it is the key to understanding the future. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.